Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, we're going to be talking about the possibility of Mike Wheeler dying in Season 5. Why do I think this? Well, we'll get into that, but before we do, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe, turn on notifications. Let's go for 120 likes on this video. All you got to do is tap that like button. It really helps get the video out there in the algorithm, and I want people to see my theories because I do a lot of research, so I would really appreciate it. And also, I have my new Discord, link down below, my Patreon. I'll be doing theories over there, exclusive content, a lot of other stuff. You can check that out, and my other socials as well. So without further ado, let's get into why I think Mike Wheeler could potentially be the one to die. Now, there might be several characters that are going to die. There might be only one character that's going to die, and either way, I think Mike will be either one of those characters or the one character to die, and here's why. It all starts out, the theory starts out with the Susies House, right? Everything in Susies House predicted what was going to happen in Season 4, or it foreshadowed a lot of scenes in Season 4. But I feel like the foreshadows did not stop at Season 4, because if it did predict something in Season 5, we wouldn't even know yet. So I feel like if they foreshadowed a lot of stuff in Season 4, I feel like that definitely could foreshadow some stuff in Season 5. And for example, the things that they foreshadowed in Season 4, the one girl was fighting with a sword, Topper killing the Demogorgon with a sword. The one girl was choking on her own blood, acting like she was choking on her own blood. Eddie dying. They said we needed more salt, or that was too much salt or something. I think that was foreshadowing Eleven in at the pizza place, and then the little kid turning off and on the lights. I think that was foreshadowing Erica and Lucas communicating with lights in Season 4. So the point is that whole entire scene at Susie's house in Season 4 foreshadowed what happened in later episodes in Season 4. But I feel like there was more stuff to that scene. Like if they prioritized it that much to where it foreshadowed what was going to happen later on in Season 4, I feel like they could have thrown in a few things and said, oh, we could put this in for Season 5. People will go back and be like, wow, they actually predicted that all the way back then. Now it's happening in Season 5. And I feel like one of those things is the first thing that happened at Susie's house. Whenever they were walking up to the house, they open the door, and Mike gets shot in the face with an arrow, okay, by the little kid. Right then and there, that's the first scene in the house. Now, the reason I think that's so significant is because if everything in the house foreshadowed something, and the first scene was Mike getting shot, it's like, okay, that has to mean something. You know what I'm saying? That has to mean something. They didn't just do that for no reason, right? Maybe it doesn't mean he's dying. Maybe it doesn't mean he's dead. Maybe it means Mike's going to have a sick scene in Season 5 with him with a bone arrow trying to kill the dragon or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just saying like, oh, Mike's going to have this type of role. Mike's going to do this. Maybe it's not saying he's going to die. But I feel like it means something with Mike. So definitely, keep that in mind when you watch Season 5. Obviously, that is not the only thing that makes me think that Mike's going to die. When Will was showing Mike the painting, he pointed at the guy who was, fighting the dragon, the first one up. There was like 2 people behind him or 3 people behind him, and he pointed at the guy who was first up with the dragon with the shield and the sword, and it was Mike. So, first one up on the painting, saying this is you, blah 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 blah, could be hinting at Mike dying. I don't know, just adding things up here, right? Stay with me. Honestly, those 2 things were the reasons why I didn't post the theory, because that's all I had. But then I remembered, Finn Wolfhard, who plays Mike Wheeler in Stranger Things, he's the only one who knows the ending of Stranger Things. And the only reason he knows the ending of Stranger Things is because he predicted the ending of Stranger Things. The Duffer said, if you guess it, we'll tell you, or whatever, and he was the only actor to guess what was going to happen at the end of Season 5. I think that he predicted that his character would die. And the reason I think this is because a lot of the Stranger Things characters want their characters to die. Noah Schnapp wants Will Byers to die. Millie Bobby Brown wants Eleven to die. And the reason they want this is because they think, they'll die as heroes. It'll be cool. It's not because they don't like their character or anything. So that's why I think Finn Wolfhard probably thinks the same exact thing. Oh, if I die, this is going to be cool. So he predicted it. This is what's going to happen, blah, 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 blah. I die. Boom. Theory right then and there. So I think that is honestly like a pretty big thing that might be overlooked by a lot of people, but I feel like that means something. If he predicted the storyline, he was the only one to predict it. I feel like he predicted his death. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he did, but I don't know. I don't know. That's just a theory. And there's like I feel like Mike dying, it could have been foreshadowed a lot. Like he wasn't hesitant to sacrifice himself for Dustin's front tooth. Okay, like in season 1, remember that Dustin was about to get his teeth pulled out by the bullies, and Mike didn't even hesitate, jumped off a cliff, would have died, splat right there. Granted, he thought that he sensed 11 there, I guess, for a little bit. Maybe he sensed her, but either way, the fact that he jumped off a cliff for his friend's front teeth is out of this world. And yeah, I mean, I feel like that could be that was like what, episode like 5 or 6, maybe even like 3 or 4. So right then and there, that could be a foreshadow of all the way in season 5. I don't really know. But he was always the one to like not be hesitant to sacrifice himself. That's why I'm pointing that out. And how he was first in line on the painting. He's always just first up. He's suggesting stuff all the time. He's doing this, he's doing that. I just feel like Mike dying makes a lot of sense, to be honest with you, because a lot of people are trying to predict relationships that are going to be happening in season 5. A lot of people are saying, Will and Mike going to get together, since Will's definitely going to confess his love to Mike. We all know that's going to happen. Are they going to get together, or is 11 and Mike going to stay together? I don't know. Who knows? But if he dies, neither of them can happen, and everybody who's shipping each relationship doesn't get what they want because Mike's dead. I feel like that's honestly the best way to go for the deafers, to not get as much hate. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this is realistic? Do you think I'm crazy for even saying this? I mean, I think out of all the characters, Will makes the most sense dying, but I feel like that's too obvious. You know what I'm saying? 11 makes sense dying, but I feel like that's too obvious as well. And they foreshadowed her, or they already like sort of made her die in the show once. Like at the end of season 1 when she died with the Demogorgon, or like disappeared with the Demogorgon. I feel like they kind of like faked her death right there a little bit. Hopper's not going to die. They already faked his death twice, pretty much. And like no one else really makes as much sense as Mike. Maybe Steve, but he's not a main character. I feel like if one of the kids were to die, it would be Mike. He was always a leader. He was always sacrificing. He was always like, putting himself first, as far as like, taking the lead and everything. I feel like he would not be hesitant to sacrifice himself for Will, for 11, for any of his friends, for his parents, for Nancy, anyone. I don't think Mike would hesitate, and I think that's why I think he will die in season 5, along with the other things that I've mentioned. But let me know what you guys think about this theory. Let me know if you think it's realistic at all, or you think I'm just, throwing stuff out there, throwing stuff at a wall and hoping that something sticks. I personally think it's a possibility, but who knows, guys. I appreciate you guys watching this video. I'll be posting more videos coming soon. Tomorrow I have my season 2 storyline video explained in full. I already have my season 1 video up if you want to go watch that. So season 2 video coming out tomorrow. Wednesday I have my Dr. Brenner video, the history of Dr. Brenner. Saturday I have my top 5 TV shows coming out, or I might do a Cobra Kai video that day. I'm not for sure. And then next Monday, not this coming Monday, but the next Monday will be the season 3 storyline video explained. So I have a lot of videos planned, guys. Appreciate all love and support. Make sure to drop like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and make sure to spend time with your friends and family. And yeah, guys, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.